dream is real.
Get up, get up, get up.
It's about to go down.
Newsflash.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Yeah. Slacking on your pimpin', turn it up.
You know, if you're gonna shoot, you better shoot straight because a wounded animal is the worst thing you can deal with.
Facts.
Welcome to the Baller Alert Show, featuring your lifestyle specialist, Kenny Burns, with Sue Solo and Ferrari Simmons.
The dream is real. It's your lifestyle specialist, Kenny Burns. My birthday this week. The dream is real.
This kid Ferrari Simmons' Kenny birthday is coming up this week.
All right, and it's your favorite Ethiopian Sue Solo, and Kenny Burns' birthday is coming up this week.
Whoa, what's going on?
I'm washed.
Yo, what is going on?
What happened to you this weekend?
Voice, your foot?
Go ahead and you start then.
Atlanta's too much. It was too much this weekend. It was Spell House Homecoming. I hosted at Compound on Friday for Spell House Homecoming.
That's right. Seen you out there.
Right. Then I had to run over to traffic to where my actual party was. Shout out to Earth Gang for coming through. And then it was lit. It was lit. Saturday was tailgate, which was fire. Like,
no
it
rain?
Was so fun. It rained, but people didn't care.
Okay.
It rained quite a bit, but people did not care.
I'm not jumping out there, Caesar, at all. I did see a little more action. It felt like it was a little more action at the actual homecoming festivities.
Mm-hmm.
Morehouse, Spellhouse kind of beat Clark in attendance. I don't know.
Wow.
Tailgate only.
Tailgate, but you would admit tailgate was more popping? Okay.
Yeah,
I
no.
was tripping like, yo, look at all these people out.
Oh, so you were there.
When it started raining, I'm telling you, like, some people ran for cover, but nobody, like, the majority of people did not care. Like, beautiful black people dancing in the rain, having fun, drinking. The Martell tent was stupid. Like,
Wait, who had a shark? I saw a shark on Instagram.
the bucket.
No, somebody had literally, they were cooking a shark.
Oh my God, I don't
Did you
know.
see that? Yo, somebody was cooking a baby shark.
What?
Literally on the grill during Spellhouse Homecoming.
It was aggressive. Like, some of
It
the
was
tents.
a literal shark split open.
shark.
Like fin the whole thing. They brought it out the big
They were
ice.
black?
They were black. Yo,
Oh,
find
those-
that clip.
Did
Somebody
they fry it? Somebody please find
grilled it.
it. It was probably salty.
Yeah.
Probably good. It was probably good, actually. And then Sunday we had the finale at brunch, and Caesar actually jumped on this brunch with us, and it was so amazing. The bottle presentations were lit. Shout out to
show
GH.
is lit, bro.
Thank you. Like,
Y'all
our
show
presence,
was lit, bro.
nobody's touching my presentation in Atlanta. Like, nobody's touching it. Shout out to GH Mom. Thank you guys for all the champagne, because we
Who's
drank
the girl
all
with
day.
The pasties with the wolf mask.
That is my my dancer. So if you guys are interested in an elevated brunch experience, y'all got to pull up the traffic on Sunday.
But you know what, Sue? That's so necessary, though, because I think that, like, just the redundancy of people taking ideas is just at an all-time high.
We needed something different in Atlanta.
And you should get I want to give you credit for making
you.
brunches popping in the A.
Thank you.
That's one.
Facts.
Fact.
Thank you guys.
But I also like how you now, since so many people have adopted your concept, which is, you can't just say brunch. She created brunch.
I definitely did not create brunch.
But in
okay?
Atlanta, I think you were the first to get it popping. And I want to say that your dedication to your presentation is a motherfucker. One time
Thank
for
you.
Sue Solo out here.
Yes. I'll see y'all Sunday.
Yeah.
Liddy.
Sorry.
I had a great week. Put my son on the screen. He went.
Yes.
Little Rari.
He went and talked to. He went and introduced himself in front of 10,000 college students.
Oh,
at
I
the,
saw that. Yes, sir.
That was so cute. That was so cute.
Scared.
He wasn't even scared. Sounded looking like his old dad up there, his own man up there. That was dope.
It's dope how you were on the side of the stage.
I was on the side. I didn't want to take no credit. I just wanted him to do it by himself. I didn't want him to look for me or nothing like that. That was super dope. Super proud of you, Lil Rari. I did a Sweet 16 birthday party on Saturday. Zeta, happy birthday, happy 16th birthday.
Happy birthday.
Super lit. She was turned up with her friends, and then just normal turn up.
That's good.
We went to
I called you 16 times during that Sweet 16.
yeah, he did. He did.
Rari,
I said,
are you coming? Rari, call me back.
I'm doing a Sweet 16 right now, big bro. I'll hit you back.
Did y'all go to Juicy Crab
Juicy
on
Crab
Sunday?
yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah. Kanye.
Now,
Yeah.
what's the big thing about Juicy Crab? Let's discuss, y'all.
I just like how they bring
good. It's
No, that's salty.
Okay.
Well,
It depends on what you get. If you get the lemon, if you
get
get the lemon pepper, it's probably really salty.
mine's not salty. I get mild. The whatever. it's
Juicy
called.
special.
I
Juicy
get the
special
super
mild.
hot.
We
Okay.
ate so much, my baby fell asleep at the house. I'm gonna show y'all the video. I want you to put it on the screen, Caesar. This is exactly
You
what
ain't shit.
exactly what happened. She was gone.
Oh man,
Gone.
baby down.
Did she sleep all night?
Hell yeah.
What-
She didn't wake up till 8 o'clock this morning.
What does she eat at Juicy Crab?
So you have never
She
eaten a
ate.
Juicy Crab?
What does she
I don't
eat?
eat crab. I don't eat seafood like that.
She ate
And you from DC?
But yeah, and Jessica and Kyle go to Juicy Crab a lot.
I love
Ring the
Juicy
alarm.
Crab.
I know.
Well, you
But
know,
DC
she's
is
only
crabs.
2, so I didn't want to give her too
Maryland,
much
Baltimore is
seafood.
crabs.
Okay.
I gave her.
Yeah, she's still a baby.
Yeah, she ate some French fries.
Y'all got
some
hot and
rice.
juicy up there though, don't y'all? Y'all got a spot called Hot and Juicy. I need
like
that's
that.
on my list.
So do you not eat seafood though? Like
I only eat shrimp fried rice.
Oh,
Hell no. What?
Occasionally. Yeah.
KB, just tell us about your weekend, man.
Yeah, go
we don't
ahead.
want to talk about this fried
big shout out
rice.
to my McDonald crew. They know what to do. They have
Yeah,
me
we
down
saw you.
there.
I saw you
Yeah,
up
down there
there.
on the float. I want to say that the historically black college experience is like no other.
Facts.
I just want to say that. I mean, I missed Spell House this
Well,
weekend.
where was you at though?
I was in Alabama for the Magic City Classic.
nice.
That's that deal.
And they bought that life. I'm talking about rain,
Oh, yeah.
shine, rain or shine.
What else you gonna do in Alabama though?
Yeah, for
Besides
sure.
roll
Don't do
tide and
Alabama
other
like
shit.
that.
So big shout out to Alabama A&M and
what they
Alabama
focus
State
on.
University. We had a amazing time. We had this float. Quicksilver from DC came down and joined me. But I want to say this about black colleges because no matter what, they gonna show up
Yeah.
in Alabama for the Magic City Classic. When I tell you they had, now mind you, there's certain levels to tailgate. Okay, you can come out there, you can get your tent, you can have your camper, you can have your da 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 da. But when you got rugs,
Oh man,
listen to me. I want to say every tent had a rug.
that's a vibe.
But you know what? That is a football town.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about not a rug
State.
like a mat. I'm talking about
State,
like a roll out about 10 by or maybe 20 by 20 feet.
Make everybody feel comfortable.
Yeah, and it was raining, so they on the wet,
all
muddy, and they got
soggy.
the rug. And they got the thing. They sitting there like ain't shit happening. These motherfuckers, they just going.
They just turned it to their living room.
Oh man, turn into the living room, man. So one time for
That's what's up.
Black and Positively Golden. That was the hashtag for the weekend. This show was.
That's cool.
Yeah. Other than that, y'all, I'm celebrating the birthday this week,
Nice.
and I spent my Sunday.
What's the year?
It's something. It's
That
up
boy
there.
turning 21.
Yeah, it's up there. I'm in my 30s.
How dare
finally.
you? How
I'm in my
dare
30s
you?
finally,
Okay.
But I was sitting there and I want to get into in case you missed it. But I was literally taking yesterday to process because I'm like every year I want to look at the board. What did we put on the board and what did we check off the list? You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there and I'm at Loveland. I'm just looking, and something to be said about putting things around you that constantly remind you. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to tell everybody out there in Baller Nation, put shit around you that reminds you. So you can wake up every day and say, Lord, I am thankful.
Is your actual birthday on Thursday?
My actual birthday is tomorrow,
Oh, wow.
shit.
October 29th.
Well, your skin looks good. You
My
look
birthday is actually
Yes,
October
Lord.
29th. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it.
Liddy.
We're celebrating this Thursday with BBD and a very special guest that I'm going to announce on Wednesday,
Meow.
maybe Thursday.
You should.
Might not announce
When we
it.
I was
come,
gonna say, don't announce it. Just it's a
do it.
surprise. Yeah.
you gonna have a little area because I just want to make sure me and wifey got a little.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't have a
Well,
little
Jessica
area?
got a situation, so I'm sure wife would be welcome over there. You can be roaming. I mean, everybody with a table. I do want to say this too, y'all. This is everybody's VIP who's
Everybody
coming to
trying
the
to roam,
birthday
trying
party
to get
out
home.
there. Everybody's VIP. So come on in and act like that. We're going to have a great time. You know what I'm talking? I'm getting my headpiece put on at 6 o'clock on Thursday.
Don't wear heels or your feet will be as
Now,
swollen as
will it
mine
come?
right now.
Can it come off?
Party?
The wig?
Yes,
Yeah,
it
the
can
The
come
wig, the
on.
wig can come off.
No, I'm just saying like
He means probably like when you sweat.
if you
Oh,
kind
no,
of
no,
do
no,
the
no,
somebody
no,
just
no,
pull
no.
it
it's gonna
off?
stay on.
It don't matter.
Okay.
It's my birthday.
I think it's a lace front situation. It's gonna be glued down,
He can
right?
say
It's
it's
not
his
gonna be
birthday.
glued
It
down,
can
it's
slide
gonna
if
be
you want
taped
to.
Tape down. Okay.
See,
just
the glue down is scary. Because the glue down can mess your scalp up. I don't want to play them games because I wear a bald
It
head.
ain't like you wearing lace fronts all the time.
No, I know, but I don't want to glue that thing down because that shit lasts 30 days.
But how does the tape work with sweat?
Well, I don't know. I did it for the whole shoot. It lasted me the whole day, and we were in the sun with a fur on the entire
Kenny,
day.
you finna be
That's
dancing.
fine. If it fall off, goddamn it, don't judge me. It's my birthday. And now it's time for In Case You Missed It.
Just in case you
Just in case.
Ladies and gentlemen, along with my chill out time at Loveland yesterday, I had the pleasure to watch Power, okay?
I did
wanna
not.
I want to talk about Power.
Let's get it.
I'm not going to ruin it for you. I'm not going to ruin it for you.
Hold on, before you say that, Omari Hardwick is a great actor.
No, he is.
I must say, because, man,
Hey, bruh.
I was so intense in the moment when he snatched up Tasha.
Hey, bro. Then he smushed on the head.
Hey man, I gotta walk out.
Hey, bro, listen, let me say something. Okay, we talking about Omari Hardwick and his acting capabilities.
But you
Man,
can't say
it's
the stuff
good.
that he
Listen, when that
did.
man, I just want to say this, that man literally is ghost.
He is.
It's one of them things where you almost can't see him in nothing else.
You right?
Because he played the shit out that character.
He did. When he snatched her up, I was like, Lord.
He snatched her up like he was going to do
I
something
felt
to
like
her.
my arm hurt.
But then he looked psycho because he went into this whole other place like,
Yes.
bitch, I kill you. Then he was like, I'm
He
going to
did.
my baby mama.
Then he thought about it.
He went nuts.
I thought he was
I
going
can't
to drag
wait to
her
see
like
this.
Tina.
And you know what it disturbs me about the ghost character though? How he be so calm in the face of like death.
That's just like Tommy too. Like,
Yeah.
They know what they
becomes
in.
like the crazy psycho white guy.
For real. And that's not either one of their real personalities. That's what makes
they
them
super
incredible
cool.
actors.
Yes.
Yeah, totally
And
different.
who else is gonna die? I think everybody's gonna die at one time.
Tommy's like a real white
Ghost finna
guy.
go to jail. But that was a whole move what he did to Tasha.
Oh,
I
my
was like,
Jesus.
you a hoe.
Why you do
Y'all
that?
just.
Man.
Why would he call the people to come down to the daycare and
La
say
la
she had
la
dope in the
la
thing?
la 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 la
But you know
la
what I'm saying?
la 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 la.
Crazy. So
what
you ain't watching either?
I'm still on the season before.
Boy, if you don't get
Child, he
You
don't
don't
catching
even
up.
count. But the
Catching
other
up.
What do you
thing
think
is,
the man gonna do? Her new man gonna do the ghost?
no, but wait, how
Hey,
she
look,
know
hey,
what
put the
fuck
camera on Sue.
that her ex-boyfriend
She outside the
was at?
studio.
How they know what Terry, what's his name?
Terry Silver.
Stay right
Tell me,
there.
Terry
Stay
Silver.
right there.
I don't know, cause Tasha told him. Remember?
That's what I'm saying. She told him where to go get the car, so she
Well,
knew
she
the whole
did
time.
that in retaliation, cause
They
Ghost.
still
No, I
going.
know, but how she know the whole time?
Wait,
the
wait.
car was.
Cause she,
Hey, KB.
I think she knew that information already
Okay.
or something. Cause remember she was like, Ghost, I will tell, and
Right.
he was like, that's when he went to that rage.
Well, we gotta pray, y'all. How many more episodes? Come on in, Sue. Come on. How many more episodes of Power is it?
I don't know.
Next week is the finale.
It's not over. It's the mid-season finale.
Yeah, the mid-season finale.
Because I heard they got like 10 more
They
episodes.
coming up with some new
They
stuff.
can't end it like right now. Like it's
I've
too-
never heard of a mid-season finale. Is that a
But
thing?
you know
Yeah,
he
'cause
about to
you know
become
you gotta have
lieutenant
things-
governor
No,
for the
yeah,
other.
but
No, but you gotta have
mid-season
Thanksgiving.
finale is a thing. Hold on now.
Yes, because you know you gotta have
Don't
like
talk to me
In
now.
the morning, they supposed to announce
Ah,
these.
but-
Okay. All right, another show that I love that y'all have to watch, Baller Nation, Godfather in Harlem.
Yeah,
have y'all
it's
watched the
good.
show? You ain't watched Godfather in Harlem? About Bumpy Johnson?
Forrest Whitaker playing Bumpy Johnson.
Where is that at?
What's that at?
Oh,
What's
it's
it
on
on?
Netflix.
It's on.
Oh, okay.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry,
on
Hulu. No, Prime
Epex.
Time.
Epex.
Wait, hold on.
You
It's
can-
on, it's on Epic, it's
Prime
on
Video?
Hulu Prime. You can Prime Video.
It's on Hulu.
Amazon Prime.
Okay, Amazon Prime.
Is it on Hulu?
No, it's on Amazon Prime, and it's via Epex.
Yep.
You got Amazon Prime?
EPIX.
Yes,
You don't want to subscribe to that if you don't have to though. If you got Amazon
it's like
Prime,
$5. Yeah, you can.
I
you
watch
already
on
got
Amazon
it.
Prime.
I got
Yeah,
Amazon
if you have Amazon Prime, then
Yo, it's so good.
It's together.
And another
It is
one
good.
that's good. Did y'all see Eddie Murphy Dolomite?
Yep, it was the.
Oh man, this man Eddie Murphy the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
Yeah, he played that role.
He killed that shit.
Yeah,
And one thing about
Wesley Snipes was pretty funny in
oh,
that
he
too.
was hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean the whole thing. But you know, this is my thing about timeless comedians. Like Eddie Murphy, I need more. I'm really looking forward to Coming to America too.
And I like the fact that he put like a lot of the comedians in that movie
yeah.
too.
Mike
You had
Epps.
Lunel, Mike Epps.
Yeah.
You know, you had everybody.
that's really dope.
It was dope. So check out Dolomite, y'all. More Black Excellence on the way. Speaking of Black Excellence or no, Jesus is King is out, ladies and gentlemen. What'd you think?
The Kanye album.
Did you hear it? Did you hear it? I want to start with the biggest supporter in the room.
You a
Octavia
damn
Byrne.
lie.
I tell you,
Damn.
how did you like Jesus is King though?
I thought, well, I listened to it only because I knew we would have to talk about it, so that's for work.
Right.
'Cause,
Wow.
I'm not a
No
fan.
big bro was gonna ask.
Wow.
Yeah, I did it for research, you know what I'm saying? But I thought the production was banging, you know what I'm saying? I don't care for Kanye still. I'm on my same energy, and that's
Yep.
it.
But the production.
And
was
you know
good.
what? The whole packaging of it, I just hope that he sticks with what he's saying, because I don't want another R. Kelly, you saved me moment.
Oh, wow.
That's valid.
I like the song Follow God. That shit hard.
Did you love the presentation
Damn,
at
I
the
shouldn't
forum?
say
though?
that. That shit hard. Wow.
Did you see the garden-like setup for his Sunday service yesterday?
No.
For Sunday?
Didn't care to.
Okay, great. Ladies and gentlemen, he has a interview with Zane Lowe. I suggest everyone listen to. I don't know if you guys listened to it or watched it. I put it in our group chat for a reason. But Jesus King Sunday service and being born again, he has a whole conversation with Zane Lowe. And I want to just jump out there and say, knowing Kanye since 1997 and seeing his growth as an artist, he said in this interview with Zane Lowe that he was the biggest artist ever in the history of the world, right?
He called
Okay.
it.
No, listen.
be
And
my
I
guess.
would almost have to agree with him.
Almost. Why almost?
And I'm gonna. Well, because
Michael Jackson
doesn't count.
No. We have to look when we talk about artists and their contribution to culture, right?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson is one of the greatest artists ever who potentially molested children. Oh shit! So I don't know how far we go with the cosign of his art. I didn't mean to do that to you. I love you.
Mercy.
But the point I'm trying to make is like when you look at like somebody's contribution. You look at how it affects the world, right? Without question, Rari, to your point, Michael Jackson was the first artist to take it to the stratosphere. Mm-hmm. But not taking anything away from Michael Jackson in the artistry category, but he did nothing other than be an artist in music. Kanye has become an artist in culture, not just in music, but in fashion, but in business and tech. And this new place he bought in Cody, thousands of acres, he wants to build manufacturing. I learned this watching the Zane Lowe interview that's available on Apple Music and YouTube. And I was kind of floored. I was floored at the direction. So he'll be growing wheat on those thousands of acres. He'll be growing hemp. He'll be doing sustainable things that can literally, take care of itself. That's what sustainable means. So as I'm listening to the interview though, and this is where I have to slightly break it down, I noticed the old Ye. Right, so I love when I saw him double down his faith. I love when I saw him. He's a servant of Christ. When I listened to the interview, he's the same Ye, and he was in Ye mode, and he was saying Jesus-like things like, "Yes, I will forgive because that's God-like, but I won't forget." And when he said, "I won't forget," it was almost like you saw this light, like, "Oh shit, he's still salty."
Like I'm still here, man.
Or exactly. Mm-hmm. And the only thing I would ask when people watch it, one, appreciate what he's done, because if you look at the artistry, it's unmatched. It's unmatched. The problem I have is going back to the old Ye with comments like when he said, because he was the Louis Vuitton Don, and Zane Lowe asked him like, "How did you feel when Virgil got that nod to become head men's designer or head designer for Louis?" And he was like, "It should have been me. I appreciated the vulnerability, but it should have been me, but my guy got it. And I'm so happy that he is it. He's well deserving." It's just that, because I think true leaders champion true leaders, and in the thought, and I mean like in the thought of Jesus Christ, right? He wants everybody to be whole. He wants everybody to be good. He wants everybody to get what they came for. And I think like our superheroes sometimes, a lot of the times, don't do that. Jay-Z's a great example of someone who's doing that. He takes his friends, he sees their superpowers, boom, boom, boom. And he doesn't act like or claim to know everything or claim to, and every time he speaks, it's so thoughtful that it seems almost premeditated. And I think that's where superheroes need to live and hover. But I want you guys to watch it, man, because I think that we're in a time right now where everything he said makes sense, but I get concerned with the rhetoric sometimes and the selfish portions of it because of the followers. Because a lot of people listen and hear what he's saying and won't go research or fact check, will just go on that, you know what I mean, or think that's the way they're supposed to be.
I think a lot of times he says stuff, he just all over the place to me sometimes. It's just like he says something in that interview, and then with the Big Boy interview he says something different. Like it's just all over the place for me.
He said a lot of the same things in both though. He said and I'm not saying
he did, but I'm saying too, and to Rari's point about Michael Jackson, he did give it up to Michael Jackson musically. He said he's the Pac of fashion though.
Yo, I am the Tupac of fashion. I was like, I might not be the biggest musician because you got Michael Jackson, you got Tupac, you know what I'm saying? But with apparel, I knew it. And we just at the beginning. This is the #1 Google brand on the earth. And now I'm praying and saying, exactly we said 10 years ago, how do I do this all for Christ?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just feel like if there's no Michael Jackson, there's no Kanye, there's nobody really. He's kind of like the first Michael Jackson, regardless of like his side stuff. I'm just saying, like overall, it's kind of like an R. Kelly. R. Kelly is like one of the best musicians, songwriters ever. R&B, yeah. Unfortunately,
like the talent, you can't deny the talent.
Yeah, and everybody got something, just like Kanye and this Trump thing. It's like, everybody got something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Facts.
Look, Kanye's late registration, man. When I was in college, bro, that shit got me through school, my nigga. Like real talk. Like I'm just saying, I can if I really support him, I can say I don't agree with you what you just did right there.
Right.
That was whack.
Right.
Just like shoot, I put it on blast. Me and my sister haven't been talking for about 5 months. We just talked a couple of days ago.
Wow,
and she said it was some personal stuff,
Okay.
but she said I didn't like what you did right here. This is my blood sister. I looked up to my sister. My sister was with her husband since they were in high school.
Right.
Like you
This is
grew up
somebody
in
I
a
look up
house
to.
with her.
Right.
I look up to her.
Yeah, yeah,
She's
yeah.
my superwoman.
Yeah,
She's my super lady.
superhero, yeah.
Superhero. We haven't talked in 5 months.
That's crazy.
We just talked. She said I didn't like when you did such and such, and I said this is how I felt. And sometimes when I get in my little mode, I shut down.
That's right.
I couldn't communicate to you at that particular moment because I shut down. Oh yeah, but you know me like that. It was a whole bunch of other shit going on. I'm Sean to you, but I'm also Ferrari Simmons in this little particular time, and this had happened, and this was what was going on. And I ain't had time to talk to you about it.
Well, that's great that you got to it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, for example, like Kanye, like, you know, and then when they put out these genius, like, albums, you feel like you're connected to them.
Yeah.
Especially Kanye West. Kanye West gave off that persona that you was like, damn, I'm right there with him. That's why when Kanye's mom died, I shed a tear for real because I'm over here like I feel like I know him because he's very transparent.
Yeah.
That's a gift and a curse sometimes.
100% fact.
And Kanye's curse is that he's too transparent.
Yep.
So he's over here like Trump's my guy, Trump's my guy, Trump's my guy. No, bro, he's not my guy.
Yeah.
Like if he would have said, you know what, guys, I understand that we don't fuck with Trump, but you know that's my friend and da 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 da. Why couldn't you say it like that?
Well, I want to.
Why you gotta say it? Why you gotta go to the White House and go over there and do some cornball shit?
100%.
That was cornball shit.
Yeah,
I don't care.
And you know the problem
And I'm wearing
is,
a pair of Yeezys, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, the problem is show the shoes, right? But the problem is that we live in a clickbait culture, right? And Kanye's one of the founders of clickbait. If you think about him, Mark Zuckerberg, social media in general was created so that people that didn't feel, part of culture or feel cool could run culture and be cool. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say this to the youngins out there. You got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? I had said, Octavia and I were talking earlier, and I was like, people who build themselves up is one thing. People who create this image of self, that's a whole nother beast you got to deal with.
Yeah, they have to try to keep up with it.
You know what I'm saying? And
remember what they said and who they're supposed to be. It's a lot.
And in this interview with Zane Lowe, Ye kind of said that. He was like, look, I thought it was supposed to be this. I was hooked on Playboy magazine since I was 5 years old. So I thought sex was just controlling, dominating, and this is what I implemented into my life. But you got to be careful because, like Puff, you know what I'm saying? Puff created Puff Daddy. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't always the coolest, the flyest. He created it. And so to look in the mirror every day has to be challenging at times when you are a persona that everybody wants to be, or people are looking for that person versus the real Sean Combs.
And then it's like it's a switch, so you have to know when to turn that off.
We all, as gatekeepers, have to be responsible. We can hold people accountable. We can give you our opinions, but it has to come back to something. People often now just leave it wide open and let people run off in the Twitter sphere and the Instagram sphere and just be reckless with the comments. Like, gatekeepers have to control. You can shut shit down to make it have order. You can shut shit down. Like, I would never, we've all had conversations about Kanye. Multiple conversations through the Trump, whatever. And I've always tried to make sense. I couldn't make sense out of Trump. I can't co-sign that because I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? Do I believe he's a musical genius? Absolutely. Do I believe he's probably one of the biggest, most necessary artists of the 20th century? Absolutely.
But that's why. But you just say you can't make sense about Trump. That's what I'm saying. I can't make sense about Kanye. It's like the message changes. Like it's a whole bunch of stuff being said, and it's just not one consistent message.
Yeah, but even like with his wife, he was.
That's a whole nother comment.
No. But this is how he changes though, and this is how human beings change. He thought Kim Kardashian. Ultimately, she is what he wanted because he found her to be a super sweet, spiritual, nice human being, right? According to him, right? But he saw her in this sexual capacity. No, but I'm saying, but he saw her in this sexual capacity. So everything that was Amber Rose, think about it. His first girlfriend that was public was the Delta, the girl. I don't know if you remember the girl.
What was her name? Brooke? I think Brooke was her name.
So big shout out to Brooke. So my point is but from that he went all the way left. It was stripper culture. It was naked. It was
like you said, he thought.
What he thought. But
exactly.
now he don't want that in his wife. right? Because he now knows the effect that it'll have on North.
3 kids later.
And his kid. Exactly. So I just think that people change.
Do you think that because of the comment he made when he said that sometimes her posting or posing very sexually makes him uncomfortable? Is that why you feel like he's now like waking up and
not only that too, but the way
partly.
he's talking in interviews, he's like, I can't curse, I can't do this. Now I'm a Christian man.
Yeah.
I think
he just cursed on one.
But I'm telling y'all,
he caught himself.
Because we're not there, so we can only take a educated guess.
Shoot, y'all be following the cursing pastor.
When those kids grow up,
That's right.
they start asking questions.
Yeah.
Like, for example, when I have my 2-year-old in the car, I can listen to a couple songs on the radio or on my laptop or some shit that got cursing in it. But when Rory get in the car, I can't be listening to goddamn Kevin Gates talking about you finna put a tongue all in the butt and goddamn fucking it from the back raw.
Because he gonna go to school and say it.
He gonna say that.
My 2-year-old don't know what's going on.
But she gonna say it.
But she gonna say it too.
don't
I'm just
even-
saying.
yeah.
But I'm just saying, there's a big gap.
Yeah.
In
Well, you definitely change
comprehension.
when you have kids, I feel
I'm
like.
telling you,
Everything.
North is over here like, Daddy, why is mommy? We don't know those type of
Well, they have
conversations.
said
are
that-
happening.
North takes some of her mom's photos, right?
Well, they
Like-
said
Well,
that.
he said it. Yeah,
The little girl wearing makeup in the house is a big argument now.
But he
See?
said he said in this Zane Lowe interview that he was letting her wear slip dresses at 2 because
See?
he was trying to make her flyer than Rihanna.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
My point is, people have delusional thoughts of grandeur,
But
right? Like
it
you
would,
think
it would change though. It
cer-
changes.
Yeah.
absolutely, and you think it's supposed to be a certain way, and then you grow up. And I applaud him for growing up, and I applaud him for all the amazing things he's done. I just want culturally, because he was talking about culture a lot. And like, we don't have yes, we do have our own fucking culture. What do you mean? We have hundreds of years, thousands of years of culture.
It ain't ours
right?
no more. I think is what he's saying.
I think he's saying the things we identify with aren't ours, which is true because, pop culture has us thinking that you have to drive the best, you have to wear this, you have to do that. And yes, I'm guilty of it right now. But at the same time, family is the most important thing in my life. And I've proven that to culture and my mentees and people that follow and support me for the last 20 years. I've only, you know what I'm saying? That's half my life. So you can't look at it like, I think you all grow. I mean, I was out here in these streets before marriage, you know what I'm saying? And I think that going forward, okay, boom, this is selfless. This is legacy. This is something that's more important than anything. And I think he's there.
Like, when you know better, you do better.
Period.
I just hope that for me, at the end of this Kanye thing, that he just stays consistent.
Yeah.
Okay,
But you also
I'll leave it on that.
I think too, and I don't know if you guys have remembered him talking about his father a lot too. But he's starting to talk about his pops a lot. He actually talked about
Ray West.
him. Yeah, he talked about him in the Zane Lowe. Check out that Zane Lowe interview, y'all. Speaking of the future, computers are taking over the world. Did y'all hear about the facial recognition, whatever, with Amazon? Mm-hmm. They identified like some convicted felons or something, and not the person. Like, where do y'all think this is going with this whole technology shit? I think it's the devil. I think it's going to have us all hemmed up. One day we're going to wake up and the bank's going to be like, you ain't got nothing in your account?
That and
possible.
vaccination.
And what?
That and vaccinations.
Wait, so what do you mean?
They just passed the law where your children have to be vaccinated to go to school.
Really?
They have to be, whether you want, and they are exempting all religious reasons for not doing vaccinations. Like, they're trying to disarm us. Like, there's a lot going on. Like, and a lot of us don't even know that the vaccination law just passed this weekend. Like, my whole family is.
I did not know.
I did not know.
Yeah, 'cause,
my family have kids, so they sent it to me, and I was just like, what do you mean I have to get my children vaccinated? So people are starting to pull their kids out of school and doing.
I think
doing
they're trying to
homeschooling.
exterminate us.
They are.
Well, to your point,
they are.
too.
You want to disarm us. You want us to get sick with all
So
these
you can treat us
vaccinations.
with all this medicine.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And
they want to cripple us with technology.
yeah, like we're
Because
fucked. We're
It's
fucked.
like you can't
Make
even
you
remember
super
nobody's
lazy.
number no more.
Nope.
You got to
Word.
look in your phone like, what's
And
the
the
number?
spell correct gonna have
So
you
when the
dumb
technology,
as a motherfucker.
when the technology is taken away, we're done. Like
And-
we're gonna be sick as hell from vaccinations. Like, autism is at an all-time high. There's so many things that they're finding traced into it. They just found that they had traces of like not abortion but anti-pregnancy stuff in the vaccinations that they were giving women in Africa.
What?
Yeah, it's a lot. And if we don't wake up because we stuck on, so we worried about social media and looking good and being popular and all that shit, like,
and
they got us, bro.
Y'all kids' handwritings look like shit.
Y'all kids what?
Because everybody got a phone, they text, they got iPads and computers.
He said
y'all motherfuckers ain't handwriting nothing.
You know
your
they took out
handwriting look
cursive.
like trash.
Cursive was a waste of time.
Y'all need to learn how to write your fucking letters out.
Sure.
That's true.
I done talked to a goddamn 5th grader and they can't even goddamn write an E correctly.
You know what, too, though? They say
because they got iPads and computers in school.
Right.
Well, they reading to them.
They say that handwriting increases your creativity by like 27%.
100%.
Yeah,
Please, man. Please, parents, make sure your kids are writing. Because I done see some chicken scratch for some goddamn middle schoolers.
You know what I'm thinking, though?
She had me
I
upset.
think I might want to go live abroad.
Oh, yeah. We already securing that. My mama was like, hey, come look at your house back home.
It's some real, like, it's, I mean, and not to go back to
Ethiopia,
but it's
baby.
so true. Like, your whole life is designed on how people want you to live it.
Mm-hmm.
That's from what you consume food wise. That's from how you dress, what you drive. I mean, it's out of control.
It's really bad.
A goal has to be dual citizenship.
Wow.
If they'll even, it depends.
I think
some places,
people should make that a goal. I'm just saying.
No, I definitely want to look into dual citizenship for myself. But I think with some countries, they make you you have to give up your U.S.
I think if somebody
because
not all countries can do it.
The tennis star, she gave up her citizenship to go play.
Yep, she sure damn did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but the U.S. is trying to kill us, y'all.
That is a big conversation. We will continue that conversation because I think it's there's going to be some shocking things in the upcoming months and years that you're going to be like, what? Huh? They did what? Oh, by the way, big shout out to every fan that was at the Nationals game. They showed Donald Dump and his wife on the screen. They booed him and then chanted, "Lock him up." One time for the Nationals.
Yes. As they stood there and clapped.
Yeah, they were like this.
And Melania was like a statue.
Shut up.
Like that.
I gotta
she don't want
see
to be
that.
there. She just there because she.
Man, this was a busy ass week. I need to catch up.
Oh no, that was hilarious.
There's a lot of news.
One time for the mother that punched her son in the jaw because he wouldn't stop playing Fortnite.
Dislocated
it. She dislocated that joint.
A motherfucker gotta get
First of all, that little boy actually snitched on his mama, like, little boy.
That's like
so you know I'm gonna fuck you up as soon as I get out of jail. I'm gonna fuck you up again.
But you want to know one thing? I will tell you this. I never punch my sons in the face.
And not in the face.
No. I'm saying I punch them in their body. You know what I'm saying? But because you don't want to get defects on your ass. But
those motherfuckers don't play.
No, they don't play. But my point is though, I would feel terrible if I dislocated my son's jaw.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
you gotta get it wired shut.
No, I would feel so horrible. Now hitting them in the body, she's like, you gonna hurt their kidneys or their rib. I'm like, baby, shut up, they boys.
You gotta chop them in the throat. I chop Rory in the throat all the time. My bad. I don't know if I should say that.
Don't hit him in the throat.
I don't chop him hard. I just hit his ass.
Okay.
I just wish Ghost would do that to Tyreek.
He just loses oxygen for like 2 seconds.
I'm done.
But what do you think of? I mean, you gotta beat your kids though.
There's nothing wrong with disciplining your children.
You can't not beat your kids.
There's nothing wrong.
You know, I don't have to.
Am I right? I'm just saying, Baller Nation.
There's nothing wrong with disciplining. You know, whether that means a spanking or
I don't agree with dislocating your child's jaw.
But you can't be aggressive like that.
Hurt.
I mean,
it's like little small parts of the body that hurt real bad.
I don't think she realized how angry she was. I think like she was mad, and then like as she was going, the anger just started to fester, and it was like boom. Like
that just shows you can't take certain shit back. Like that's the last time I beat Kenny. He was 16. He's 19. Or he was about to be 16. And when I tell you I thought I hit him in the face because he curled up in his sweatshirt, my whole heart fell on the ground. I was like, oh shit, but I couldn't be. So
like, not my baby
face. Out, I saw his face. I was like, oh yeah, nigga. But it was like, oh shit, I didn't hit my baby in the face.
Oh,
it scared me. Kyle don't get half the whoopings Kenny got. Kenny be on me too. So you just gonna let that nigga go?
So he could get away with that, huh?
Yeah, it's crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, one time for taking his new album, Elevation, that's out right now.
Speaking of Tank.
Suck.
Hello?
That's a particular area on your body.
I said suck.
You are
Shout out to
I'm
Angela
talking about what he was saying.
That will be here on the 30th.
Yeah.
Angela Yee and her lip service crew had an interview, if you've been under a rock, with Tank. And he had some very, very troubling comments. And as a friend of Tank, because he is my friend, I don't know him to be bisexual or gay. I'm just going to say that. But those statements were were clearly.
Well, no, it was Angela.
I didn't
being
find
Angela.
the
It
statements
was
to be very. I didn't see anything wrong with what he said. I understood what he said. He didn't say that he sucked a dick twice.
He definitely did not.
He didn't say that, and he didn't say that he would. He did not implement. Like there was no inclination of him sucking
set up
penis.
why that even came to pass.
Yeah, well, people didn't watch the whole thing. Like people watched the clip and just kind of ran with it. But
they were talking about lying.
They were talking about lying.
We were just talking about the things that guys say when they fuck up, right? Mm-hmm. And I always say one of the number one lines a man says is, "I'm a work in progress." Mm-hmm.
You're here in my life to help me.
I definitely had a guy say to me before, like, "But I don't lie to you. I've only lied to you a couple times about women. That's it."
I hear what he's saying.
He's
not a liar. He just lied twice.
Doesn't that make you a liar?
No, because I've done construction a couple times, but I'm not a construction worker.
But you could always go back to doing construction.
I can go back. I mean, I just did. I held the sign.
I just did construction.
He says,
"Well, what about if you suck dick?"
So let's say a guy sucked a dick one time.
Jesus Christ.
Does that mean that? What does that mean? Say twice. You said twice.
Twice is excessive. Okay.
Excessive.
But let's dig into it, right? Okay.
He did.
He sucked the dick once, right? Mm-hmm. And then he's like, "I'm not sure if I liked it or not.
Let me try it again.
Let me try it again." And then he says, "You know what? It's not for me. Don't like the taste." But it doesn't mean he's gay. It means he sucked dick twice.
Okay.
Because the art of being gay is being gay.
It's being
It's a continuous state of being.
I got what he was saying.
I wouldn't answer that. All you had to do was say no comment. But he's sexually secure, so he decided to answer it.
He I think he is very secure in who he is. In his sexuality, right? Like
I wouldn't answer this.
Like we're grown, y'all. Like y'all gotta stop acting like it's just so weird talking about stuff like this. Like
it's not weird. It's the way he said it.
No, I think it was the people that took it out of like some people took it out of context.
I'm his friend and I didn't like it. I'm his friend and I didn't like it.
I didn't just passed away.
That's okay.
What would you have said?
I wouldn't have said that. I wouldn't have gotten to. I wouldn't even.
Like,
I wouldn't even have participated in that discussion because I know how they get conversationally. But as it adheres to what Tank said, I just think what he said, a man doesn't say. A man will not give the scenario. No, I'm just saying.
No, I'm actually.
A man will not give that particular scenario.
I just want to give
a man who hasn't sucked dick.
I'm sorry. See, let me
or a man
let me
that
get
has.
this straight.
Clean up.
No. I gotta say, this is a very touchy subject, and again, that is my friend, so I'm not. I just don't agree with what he said. I'm gonna say that.
Wipes on the Lysol wipes.
How would you have said that?
I think no, but no, I don't agree.
He said he wouldn't have said it at all.
I wouldn't have said nothing.
You would just brush past it.
I think a man who sucks dick,
okay,
once is gay. I think a man who puts another man's dick in his hand is gay. I think a man even put in that situation is gay, so let alone getting to the second time. And that's what I disagreed about the conversation. But that's my opinion.
Props to Angela Yee for making that so big as her job. That's what you're supposed to do as media.
Yeah,
Angela she did a great job.
Perfect timing. The album
she did a great job.
Yeah.
And it didn't hurt his album.
She always throwing little jabs though. She is funny on the low.
She throws bait out there to see, hey, you don't have to take it if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I understood what he was saying. You know, I was like, okay, I get it. And I can understand why some people are like, why the hell would a man say that? I definitely understand that. But when I'm thinking about like the full conversation in its context and how they were trying to compare stuff to figure it out, I was like, okay, maybe not the best example to get your point across, but I get it.
Yeah, it's just not. Yeah. It's just not something.
Yeah.
All right, Elevation in stores now. Make sure you cop that. Now it's time for Baller Mail.
Okay, y'all, I need y'all to pay attention because this one was so long.
Mercy.
Dear Kenny Sue, I handle bars and Rari.
I handle bars.
I handle bars.
Hey, my cousin was too scared to write you guys, so I'm doing it for her.
Oh.
She was talking to this guy for like 3 months. Please pay attention. This shit is crazy.
Okay.
She was talking to this guy for like 3 months and she found out he was engaged. But when she asked dude about it, he said the engagement was off. So they continued to talk. Things were getting pretty deep. It had been 9 months and now all of a sudden he pops up married. She's shocked, hurt, etc. But somehow he got in her head and they continued talking. He's psyching her head up like he ain't feeling the marriage. And he really wants to be with her. Then pops up the wife and she gets pregnant. and my cousin lost it. She was so hurt. But then he got in her head again, and they continued to talk. A couple of months went by, and he telling her he about to leave her. He actually does, and ends up being with my cousin. They together for a couple of months, and she ends up getting pregnant. So now they are both pregnant at the same time.
Lord.
What does she do?
Child.
She got to continue on the path that she's been riding on.
You got to see this through.
She pregnant now. Yeah, she got to just see it through at this point.
What?
Like,
I'm so happy with your offerings from the Baller Mail department. I really am, because I'm on this For Women Only tour.
Yeah.
And we had that Thursday in Atlanta. I'm sorry. Big shout out to everybody who came out. And it got pretty rowdy. And it gets rowdy around these types of points, because I think my whole thing with these women, you knew exactly the potential outcome of the scenario. You weren't in the dark. Maybe in the beginning you said she didn't know, whatever.
Right.
But then 9 months later,
once you find out about the
he's
wife,
actually married.
You hear me? So how do you even get to that point? It ain't no
There's
love,
two signs right
sex. It ain't no love, sex, or whatever that's supposed to keep you in that scenario, unless you with the shit. And this is my point to women. If you cool with it, act like you cool with it then. Don't be shocking all when you're pregnant at the same time as the wife. And you know. So let's be grown and deal with the shit.
she needs to accept that she made, a poor decision. And I think if he's not with his wife, because they got married, or they were
what
just
makes
engaged?
You think he's gonna be with her?
He left the wife.
So
it didn't say that they were
so
divorced.
Are they still together while she's pregnant? The cousin.
It sounds like they're still together.
He's with her now. They live together now
with the baby, with the lady,
with the girlfriend, and not the wife.
But his wife, soon to be ex-wife, is still pregnant.
Okay,
cool.
So they pregnant at the same time.
So at this point, I think if she feels like she's getting what she wants and she has him full time,
it's ghetto twin.
and the other lady's pregnant, like you can't do anything about her being pregnant prior to you getting pregnant. Like you can't be upset at that. So I think you just have to try to find a way to ride this wave out, find some peace, because you don't want to stress the baby out.
She was in
and
that
accept,
one priority should
and
be the
accept
baby.
this potential cycle, because what if he does?
That's what I'm
they
saying.
say
there may be someone
you get him or whatever. How that goes?
And that's my point. It's like you got him. Basically, you was the side joint.
You just may lose him how you got him. So just be prepared.
And this, but you can't having whole human beings out of these relationships is so reckless.
Love babies.
It's so reckless.
I got something to say.
Yeah, come on.
I've been through a lot in my life. Baby mamas.
Sound like a baby daddy story.
I only have one son. I got 3 daughters. Got 2 sisters, 1 little brother. Never met my grandfathers, only my grandmothers. I've been around a whole bunch of women.
He's rubbing his face.
Been with a few women too.
Rub his face.
I just see it's 2 type of women. It's women who are emotionally stable, and then there's women who are emotionally unstable. And those motherfuckers are the ones that depend on a man to complete their stableness mentally. Therefore, a man can psychologically mind fuck her into convincing her sexually, because maybe she's insecure about a particular thing about herself. And for some reason, based off my research, because I am a psychology major, went to grad school but dropped out.
Based off of research?
Based off of research and seeing this cycle go over and over, the mentally unstable women tend to always be in a cycle of toxic. Like they're in a toxic cycle. Toxicity. And it's really bothering me because the mentally stable women don't go for none of that shit. They just be in their own little cocoon, waiting to blossom and to become a beautiful butterfly. When they blossom, life is good.
Amen.
Because they ain't putting up with shit.
I mean, and everybody go through stuff, and I hope that
for sure everyone has their moments.
She evolves out of that. You know what I'm saying? Because, like you said, they will start off that way, but some women grow and get smarter, and then teach others hopefully, and make a better situation out of what they were given. So I just hope that for her.
I hope the baby gives her, clarity. I hope she feels a new, genuine, unconditional love, and through that, I hope she's able to wake up and realize that she has to have
if she's still
better.
with the man, I'll see.
She's still with him as of now.
Because he's just going to continue to play on her weaknesses. Because
which is why I hope she gets herself together. Because becoming a new mom, it sounds like she's having her first child.
Insecure men that play on a woman's weakness. Because a secure secure man was gonna all he's gonna do is make your woman a better person.
Yeah.
Well, sis, try to find some peace in the situation. Don't be in your head about her being pregnant prior to you, because you did
and also hold him accountable. Like at this point in the relationship, you have the power. You have the power. I was saying this at the FWO. It's like, and you were at the one I was at. And Sue got
snapped.
on me. Yeah, Sue got on me because I snapped him.
Snapped. I was like Kenny Burns.
Yeah. But in this particular situation, you have the cards. And I want to say this to all women. In the beginning of a relationship, you really hold all the cards. How you ration your time out, the cookie, your love, is how your man's going to act. Trust when I tell you this. And I'm saying to sis that sent us this baller mail, like, you're pregnant now. If he is in the relationship, it's time to hold him accountable because, just how you got him. There could be other situations and you don't have time. You got to worry about your family and how to, grow that and mature that. And he might just be ready to love you and only you and grow. So, the dream is real in that scenario. So, but just now, hold him accountable going forward.
And yourself accountable.
Please try.
Yeah.
Because he just try.
And now it's time for comment creeping.
Creep, creep. Playing from his full time. Creep, 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 creep.
Well.
Someone who's not holding themselves accountable.
Someone who's clearly not holding themselves accountable. All right, so we all know Lil Fizz and April Jones have had this like unspoken love story.
His best friendship.
His best friend. Oh,
That's my partner.
He was just helping me after Omarion and I broke up.
But he would be deserving of me if I
was to give him the cat. He would, he'd be deserving of it. Just a lot of sideways friend things, kind of like Tank saying something about the penis.
Do y'all think he's getting that or what?
It just conversation on the Barlow show anymore.
So he is.
They are together. They are together. So there have been pictures of and videos of Lil Fizz and April. He was like grabbing her butt. They had a little boomerang video or whatever. So now they actually posted what looks like a couple's photo. They are officially out. And Fizz posted it with the caption, "Good things come to those who wait." And April Jones commented twice. She said, "Absolutely," and mwah. All right. Now Joe Budden, he had to tweet. Of course, y'all know Joe Budden had to get in on it somehow. He said, "Omarion don't get enough credit for just chilling because, man, listen." And Joe Budden, you are right. That man ain't getting no credit, and he deserves it.
Word.
The fact that he has not come out publicly and whooped somebody's ass about this situation is very odd to me. Like,
he seems
I'm not gonna say it's only odd because a lot of people don't do it. But Omarion,
to have 2 kids by the girl, he's definitely.
But also maybe Omarion knows he was on some fuck shit. We really don't know what happened in their relationship. So maybe Omarion's like, you know what, I did her dirty. She deserves a good guy, like my bandmates.
Tag me in, sis.
Tag.
Hey, Fizz is a fuck nigga.
Oh,
that's some fuck nigga shit.
Hey,
that's your partner. He got 2 kids by that chick, and you with her
on the TV.
Fuck nigga.
Yeah. So.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go write it on his page.
But he may have been. He may not be the fuck nigga. Like maybe Omarion. We don't know what their situation was.
Okay, well, let's talk about.
Maybe
what we
Omarion was so trash.
I just wrote it. That's on his page.
Wow, put that on the screen.
Big Rory said it.
Big Rory said that. Well, let me tell you this conversation I had with April last. What was it? All-Star Weekend. The players do this thing at the SLS Balmar in the Bahamas. And I pulled her aside because the people that were there in this particular situation and moment, I just didn't like for her, right? Just being a young black queen with kids. I just felt like it just wasn't the place for her to be. It wasn't the place for me to be after I figured out what was in there. And so I had a little sidebar, and I just wanted to encourage her to know that her superpowers are intact, that she could be whatever she wanted to be, and don't let this TV shit or nothing else put you in a certain light in front of your kids. And my only issue with this whole shit is the babies. You know what I'm saying? Because of social media, because the things you put out into the social sphere are undetractable, it's out there. And you run the risk of this affecting your children. Now, children, black children, brown children, have the most unbalanced, right, like trajectory.
We like to make jokes.
No, but I'm saying, but we have our babies already got enough adversity to fight through. than to have to worry about their mama and daddy going through something. So that's why I respect Omarion for not jumping out there. But then I'm like, April, like, you're the maternal one. You're the mother. You're the God. And she's turning into a savage.
Crazy.
She's turning into a savage. I just wish that
maybe she's just at her breaking point.
relax.
Like we don't know them, right? So maybe she's like bottled so much stuff in, and she's felt like, you know what, that man has done me dirty so many times. I don't give a fuck anymore. And I don't think that this is something. I do believe that this is something that she may regret later on in life. But I think right now she's probably she probably broke. Like there had probably been so much
but who's
shit.
you know
around
what?
these where they mamas at?
But you know what? We don't know what's going
Daddy.
on.
We don't.
All I'm saying is, I don't think it's over. I think I'm gonna watch this play out, and I don't think it's over for Omarion. I think he's gonna get his revenge some kind of way.
I think so too.
B2K?
I know.
Like, come on. Like, they were kids together. Like, that's my guy.
Rory, why'd you get so upset?
So then who can get your girl? Somebody just way random. It can't be nobody in the area.
Why'd you get so upset and say that to him like that? I'm just kidding.
I just wanted somebody got to say it.
He ain't like the disrespect
He
of the
need to hear
whole.
that
I
shit.
think plenty of people are saying
He
it.
need to hear that shit.
I'm pretty
Well,
sure
he
he's
need to
heard
hear
it plenty of
I need
times.
to say it. Fuck it. I don't got no particular reason on that. I'm just saying. Like,
Okay.
yeah, he's a fuck boy. That's some fuck boy.
I don't understand.
Omarion gonna come out with a whole documentary. That shit gonna
Marion's
go
a good
crazy.
guy, because boy, listen, bro.
I'm telling
He
you,
might
just
not be
why.
a
I'm
good
gonna
guy.
probably
We
gonna
don't
come out with an
know. We
album.
don't know.
I'm gonna wait.
Fourth quarters.
The album, we gonna sing about it? Side note, that
Facts.
Summer Walker album's 5 out of 5
Yeah.
best album out right now.
Yeah, she
Don't
lit.
get
Yeah,
it
Summer
down,
Walker
nobody.
is a
She's so
cold
anti-industry though. I wonder, is this really going to be her first and last tour, or is that just the name of the
dude. No,
the tour?
she's dead serious.
Yeah, I really believe
You
it.
know when we moved back, she used to come to our house and help us move in and clean. I mean,
I
clean our
definitely-
closets and all that.
I want to catch this. I want to catch this.
But
this
whole
show.
time I never knew she was recording. She'd be coming in late,
Yeah, she just be
tired,
doing her thing.
And she became, coming to the house, and her and Jessica are
Good
tight,
energy.
tight. No, she has great energy, but she's dead serious about not
Yeah,
doing another tour.
she's
She doesn't
so
want to do that.
anti-industry.
She doesn't
don't
want
really
to
like
music.
it. Yeah,
The
she don't like
industry
the
is
shit.
full of shit. It's full of
Full of fuck boys.
I'll tell you that she's super
Full of
smart,
fizzes.
though. She paid her house cash. She's doing things that young
Setting herself
women
up.
and young men need to be doing to set themselves up.
good for her.
Yeah, and I'm so happy for her in London on the track one time because her
Get
last
your girl back and
boyfriend-
keep it, bro.
What are you happy about?
I'm just happy she has a good man because I know her last relationship wasn't too nice. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for Confucius Said. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to suggest one thing in your journey. If you become someone you're not and it catches on, you're going to have to live with that person more than you live with yourself.
You gotta keep up.
And to my sister Sue Solo's point, keeping up is a motherfucker. You're going to need drugs, yes men, yes women. You're going to need all types of things to keep you going. And that is no way to live a life. Secure yourself in real friendships. And as much as people say being married or having a partner isn't all of that, think about that person that you can confide in no matter what. Think about that type of person you can have sex with as well. Think about that type of person that you could go through all these things with and will never judge you. That's a great partner. So I suggest find you a partner on that journey as well. Go forth, Baller Nation. The dream is real.
Baller alert!
The dream is real.